Namaste, beautiful beings. This is Blended Pearl, and welcome to the Daily Oracles. So, let's simply see where we are at the beginning of the week, a new week. And I decided that I want to use Tarot just to see, maybe do like a 3-card spread and see what the energy is revealing in the language of Tarot. So what we'll do is we're going to close our eyes. Going to listen to our breath. You're going to feel the breath as the breath moves easily in. The breath moves easily out. Take another fresh, full breath in here together. And blow the breath out. Let's see. So let's see what the first card reveals to us. And so I'm reading with these butterfly cards. So butterfly is all about transformation. The first card is Phoenix. So we all kind of know what a phoenix is, but this phoenix is rainbowic. And it's what it seems like it's coming out of our crown chakra. It seems like it also says judgment, yeah. So these ideas, these ways that we've been thinking about the world. But if we all know Phoenix, it rises out of the ashes. So maybe this is a new way of thinking. Let us see what the next card reveals. So typically this is like what is happening. There's this idea of new way of thinking, new possibility, a new awareness arising, a rebirthing. It's a rebirthing of a new way of our mindset in the whole of humanity. Let's see what the next card reveals. Kind of what's been bringing us to this 4 of Mirrors, and it's a mermaid and she has fish around her, and it's the waves or seaweed seems like it's kind of pokey, but there's friends around her and she's not really looking at anything specific, but there's this idea about reflection. 4 of Mirrors, what's being reflected, maybe internally. Her eyes are closed, so maybe what's happening inside of herself. There's also this needing to take great care of ourselves, but also not primping or primming or for the falsehoods in life, but rather that which is more nourishing and nurturing. And then also this ability to see the things that are actually around us and supporting us. So let us see. So there's this essence of water and fire as well. So there's healing. There's also this action that needs to be taken as well. What action do we want to rise into? What are we reflecting in our mind? I'll take another card here. Let's see this one, and this is 5 of Mirrors. We had a 4 of Mirrors and a 5. It's also a rising, but it's also how we want to rise in. See here, she's just holding something over her head as well. What do you want to rise in? What is this awakening inside of our heart? What are we rising from? It takes work and effort, but remember I said there's no like this primming, this like over gesturing, or this needing to come forward with a fake smile. Is more of this internal healing, but there's also this juxtaposition, if you will, of rising from the heart center, the healing that we needed. So maybe even how we're showing up in the world is to show up in our most authentic self. But also if we look at this from where we're going, there's this, the story is about us rising and healing. Then it's coming from this internal healing, our emotional wound healing, how we see in ourselves. And then it's moving into this being that is rising, but our heart is whole. So we can see the journey from the phoenix to the mermaid to the being that is rising. But it takes this internal work, this internal emotional work here, in order for us to rise into that potentiality that awaits us, our intelligent self. But we need to go through this healing, what we're reflecting inside of ourselves and how we're taking care of ourselves so we can have the gift in our heart. But to know that we are rising, and it's a new way of thinking, the way that we are looking in at the world. So if all of that makes sense, hopefully it does. So my dear ones, From my heart to yours, may you always be blessed. Namaste. And they're reminding me that this is time for great transformation. We are transforming cellularly, mentally, astrically, etherically, universally. So all our bodies, causal bodies, soul bodies, all of that, again, a primed, energetic upgrade as well. So look forward to that. And tomorrow we have a new moon in Cancer at 28 degrees. And there's also this cardinal cross that's being created in the stars and the moon and the sun and Saturn, and this reflection mirrors, see what they're saying. So there's great healing, how you are invited to come back into yourself, to reflect into yourself what's going on in your mind and what it is that you want to change for yourself so that you can rise, not just out of the ashes, but rise from this state of being, this state that we're in, and truly transform. Maybe that's why the butterfly cards wanted to be read. So it's time for great transformation. Again, from my heart to yours, may you always be blessed. Namaste. And again, this is Belinda Pearl, and you can find me at belindapearl.com. Namaste.